Ever wonder what the sands of time have kept buried? While ancient Egypt and Rome always get the attention, there's a whole world of powerful, enigmatic civilizations that your average history book only mentions in passing. Today we're exploring the hidden reaches of the ancient world. And let me promise you, these tales are crazier than fiction. 1. The Sumerians, the world's first civilization. The Sumerians were an ancient civilization that emerged in southern Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, between the 6th and 5th millennia BC. They are credited with developing one of the earliest known high civilizations, establishing the foundation for later Mesopotamian cultures. Before pyramids or philosophers, there were the Sumerians. They invented writing, composed epic poetry, the Epic of Gilgamesh comes to mind, and even a god for almost everything. They also worked out cities, laws, and ziggurats, giant temple towers that touched the sky. 2. The Indus Valley Civilization, the engineers of antiquity. Imagine a city with plumbing better than some modern towns. That was Mohenjo-Daro. The Indus people weren't just smart. They were incredibly clean, organized, and possibly peaceful. Yet we still can't read their writing. Who were they really? The Indus Valley Civilization, flourishing between 1300 BCE, with its mature period from 2600 to 1900 BCE, was a Bronze Age civilization renowned for its advanced engineering and urban planning. 3. The Hittites, the Iron Age pioneers. The Hittites were an ancient Indo-European people who formed a powerful empire in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, during the Bronze Age. They established a kingdom in the 18th century BC, expanding their territory and becoming a major power in the Middle East. Their empire reached its peak between 1600 and 1200 BC, rivaling the Egyptian and Babylonian empires. Everyone feared the Hittites. They mastered iron long before others, built powerful chariots, and went toe-to-toe with ancient Egypt. But somehow they vanished into myth, until archaeologists proved they were very, very real. 4. The Olmecs, the mystery of the giant heads. The Olmec colossal heads are large stone carvings, some weighing up to 45 tons, that are a hallmark of the Olmec civilization in ancient Mesoamerica. These heads, carved from basalt, depict individuals with features resembling those of modern-day indigenous groups in the region. The most widely accepted theory is that they represent portraits of Olmec rulers, perhaps to commemorate their deaths or power. But where did they go? And why do those heads all look different? 5. The Nok, Africa's lost artists. The Nok culture, an ancient society in present-day Nigeria, is renowned for its distinctive terracotta sculptures, considered the earliest figurative art in sub-Saharan Africa. These sculptures, depicting stylized human figures, animals, and other forms, offer a glimpse into a lost artistic tradition and raise questions about their purpose and meaning. The Nok also pioneered ironworking in the region, which was crucial for their agricultural and technological advancements. These expressive faces hint at a complex society, yet we know so little about them. They just disappeared. No ruins, no records, just art. 6. The Scythians, the real horse people. Nomads? Yes. Savage? No. The Scythians were a group of ancient nomadic peoples who inhabited the Eurasian steppe from around 900 BC to 200 BC, known for their skilled horsemanship, archery, and ferocity in battle. They were not a single unified nation, but rather a collection of tribes with shared cultural practices, including distinctive clothing, tattoos, and artistic styles. The Scythians were fierce warriors who rode like the wind, decorated themselves in gold, and inspired legends about the Amazons. Think Game of Thrones, but with real people. 7. The Corral Civilization, South America's silent pioneers. The Corral culture developed between 3000 and 1800 BC, late Archaic and lower formative periods. In America, it is the oldest of the pre-Hispanic civilizations, developing 1,500 years earlier than the Olmec civilization, the first Mesoamerican complex society. Corral, in Peru, is older than the pyramids. No war, no weapons, just peace and pyramids. They traded, built massive structures, and left behind music instruments. It's the kind of story that flips everything we thought we knew. 8. The Lycians, tombs chiseled into stone and secrets chiseled into time. The Lycians, an ancient Anatolian people, are renowned for their unique rock-cut tombs, carved into cliffs and often imitating architectural features of houses and temples. These tombs, found in locations like Myra and Kaunos, near Dalyan in Turkey, reflect a belief in the soul's journey to the afterlife, with the elevated placement potentially symbolizing a smoother passage. The tombs also showcase a blend of cultural influences, with Greek and Persian styles evident in the carvings and construction. These seafaring radicals of southwestern Turkey challenged empires and constructed rock-cut tombs that still challenge gravity. Their language, still being decoded. Their society, strangely independent and surrounded in legend. 9. The Kingdom of Aksum, the lost empire of golden trade. Once a giant of African trade and culture, Aksum dominated Red Sea commerce and even sported a script all its own. Christianity spread there early on, and its imposing obelisks still rise as silent sentinels to its past. The Kingdom of Aksum, also known as the Aksumite Empire, was a major power in East Africa and South Arabia, from classical antiquity to the Middle Ages. Centered in what is now northern Ethiopia and Eritrea, it controlled vast trade routes and influenced regions as far as Yemen and Sudan. 10. The Etruscans, the pre-Rome powerhouse. Before Rome became Rome, the Etruscans held court. They possessed art, sophisticated urban planning, and possibly the oldest wine culture in Europe. Rome copied a great deal: temples, togas, even some gods, without ever giving credit. The Etruscans were an ancient civilization in Italy, thriving between the 8th and 1st centuries BCE, known for their distinct culture, urban development, and influence on early Rome. They were not Indo-European and spoke a language unrelated to Latin or Greek, adding to their mystery. Their culture was vibrant and influential, leaving behind a legacy that shaped early Roman art, architecture, and even religion. History isn't written by the winners only. It's written by the voices we have forgotten, the mysteries we have overlooked, and the cultures that defined our world without ever seeking fame. Next time you think you're familiar with ancient history, think twice. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more curious and educational history videos, especially about ancient civilizations you've never heard of, but definitely should be obsessed with. Thanks for watching.